Hello everybody and welcome to my space. It is the 24th of September 2025 and we are today lifting ourselves into a higher place of being. All right. I wrote this today as I was sitting here clearing my space: compromise and how it affects your energy. Interesting. So not sure what's going to come of that. We will get some cards and see. Compromise and how it affects your energy. I gather Spirit have something to say about that. Do we compromise? Do we do that on a regular basis? What I'm going to do is not that. I'm going to start with some tarot. What has Spirit got to say? Compromise and how it affects your energy. I mean, compromise can be you're making a compromise with someone, which is kind of meeting someone in the middle, or compromise, is it compromising something within you? That's probably not the best. Let's see what tarot have, what Spirit have to say. What an interesting card for compromise. Temperance. Temperance, about tempering something. Quite often, as you can also see here, there is a cup with fire and a cup with water, and she balances them out to create something. Tempering yourself. Can be meeting in the middle, like I said. What kind of energy does this create? Isn't that interesting to get the temperance? I guess that it would be the card of compromise, wouldn't it? To a certain degree in tarot, depending on what comes out around it. Compromise. I won't take those are a lot, but that one flipped. King of Cups. Someone asking you to compromise your energy. Could kind of be good or bad, can't it? There's another one. Knight of Swords. So we have Temperance in the middle, King of Cups, Knight of Swords, compromise and how it affects your energy. I guess compromise, whether you agree or maybe this is compromising your energy, is where something's not feeling right in your soul, in your energy. You're going to do it, but it just doesn't feel right. What would that do to your energy? I guess it would lower your energy, right? I don't think this is about right or wrong. I think this is how, we've got the Sun. It's interesting because that Temperance there is quite a fiery energy, isn't it? You know, this particular Temperance, there's a lot of sort of fire energy in that card. I feel like if we compromise our energy, and we'd only feel like that if it's something that's, like I say, not resonating with us, it would lower our energy. Spirit is saying this is not about right and wrong. It's about what aligns with you, what is aligning with your energy and what is not. We have the Eight of Swords. And Eight of Swords talks about self-imposed boundaries. She is quite often being depicted with, yes, her hands are tied and she's got a blindfold on. But there's gaps in between these swords, and it's kind of about, you can move out of the situation if you wanted to. You could kind of get the blindfold off and you could move away from it. So it's like a self-imposed boundary almost. So when we compromise our energy, Are we putting ourselves in a space of a lower energy? Someone else is not doing it to us. We're doing it to ourselves. Because we choose to interact with people, don't we? We choose to interact with people that sometimes we want to get our way, maybe. Look at that, 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands is about that man carrying all those burdens. He could put them down, but he's choosing to walk along with them. So this is kind of, I'm going to say, on a life scale, compromise and how it affects your energy. Spirit is saying we have choices in our life. We have offers coming in. The King of Cups, the Knight of Swords, it's kind of like an energy around you making an offer of something. And this could be just absolutely anything in your life. But you have to decide whether it works for you or not. We are, I guess, continually compromising our energy just by being on the planet as we interact. And I feel like a compromise can be good, and it can be bad, I suppose, or it can be a higher energy or a lower energy. That's probably a better way to look at it. We put our own restrictions on ourselves when any opportunity, interaction, anything happening in our day as an opportunity to learn and grow and have expansion. That's the sun. We can work with the energies. That's the Temperance, working with the energies, alchemizing something, changing it into something. And if we feel like whatever is around us is going to change us, but it's going to lower our energy, why would we pick it up and carry it? Why would we continually interact with an energy that compromises us to a lesser degree? Why would we not simply move away from it? Maybe it's situations and you can't move away from it. But you can stop interacting to a certain degree, or you can decide to think or feel how you want to feel. Interesting. Interesting question, isn't it? Or statement, or that word. I guess you have to really think about it. If you're doing the tea, let's get some teas on this word, compromise. How does that feel to you? Does compromise feel good or bad? We have ginger. So there's a bit of fire in your belly with this. And we have rose hips. That might actually taste quite nice. I guess this too would be being creative, right? This is about energizing your system, energizing your body. Let's see what other teas I've got. Okay, those two. We have licorice. Wow, licorice and ginger. A lot of people drink licorice and ginger. They really like it. So fight and flight. And you have borage, which is communication, third eye. Maybe sometimes compromise and how it affects your energy. It's got to shift your energy. Because you're not getting exactly what you want. But it is a world of duality. And we don't always learn by getting everything handed to us, do we? Tell us about this compromise spirit, all right? Panther, power. Begin life afresh and live your dreams. You have the power to expand your awareness and get rid of your darkest fears. Do we compromise out of fear sometimes? The fear of loss. But why would we fear losing something that actually doesn't feel good to us in the first place? Why do we fear something that compromises our energy? because we don't think we can. Perhaps we don't feel like we have to compromise in life because we're not going to get exactly what we want all the time. But do we? Do we actually get, we don't always get what we want, we get where our energy is. So on a human level, if we feel compromised, is it because our energy is not in the right place? Mystery, dragonfly, pay attention to your dreams and thoughts. You are receiving downloads from spirit that will turn your dreams into reality. Maybe we feel like we compromise, but in actual fact, it's where our energy is sitting, how it affects your energy. It's such an interesting thought or theory that I have not really thought about before, to be honest. I'll take that one there. Snake, repair and renewal. It is time to take a break, slow down, take time out, replenish your body and soul, and rejoice at how far you have traveled on your path. There might be something here that you were willing to compromise before, but you're not now. There might be something that's shifting and changing, and you're like, no, I think I'm going to stand firm on this. This is what I believe in. This feels very much an energetic kind of decision rather than a mind decision, right? With your borage, that too feels like your intuitive side more than the analytical side of your mind. There's something here about bringing together your soul, your higher self, your deeper knowing, and weaving it through into your consciousness. And then I don't think things will really feel like a compromise at all, because you will be simply following the flow of your energy. Wow, that's just very interesting. Leave me a comment if this resonates with you. That's a interesting take on something from Spirit. So would love to know your thoughts. Enjoy the tea if you're doing the tea journey with me. I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.